Okay, hello everyone. Let's try to solve the day 5 puzzle of the Advent of Code 2020. What's going on here? So I am assuming you have read the puzzle task specification to save the recording time. If you haven't done that, pause the video for a moment, go and read it, and then come back and resume watching. Another preparation I did is that I downloaded already the input data from here, so it looks like this, and I have it already in my coding environment here as a downloaded file. And let's shortly recap what is going on here. So we basically have a story of flight boarding, and we have the boarding passes which identify your seats with those binary kind of like algorithm based identification. So this first we have a what did they say, we have like 127 rows of seats in the plane, and then we have 8 columns or 8 seats in every single row. And then this first part of the boarding pass code is basically a binary search index or mapping to which row it is. B means back half and F means front half, and then you just split by half when you read it, like so: back half, front half, front half, front half, back half, front half. And when you get to that, then you already have one single row indicated where it is. And then then this one here is right, left, left. So so you will identify exact column out of 8 columns with just 3 steps of binary search. So that's how it works. And then we have to here are examples. So basically that tells us it is a row 102 and it is a column 4. Basically we can turn those into binary numbers like ones and zeros, and then just convert them into those numbers, and that's probably the easiest way to go about it. And then we have to also figure out the seat ID out of those numbers, which is based on the formula given here. You have to multiply the row number and that what was it? Every seat also has a unique seat ID. Multiply the row by 8, then add the column, and that's it. So basically it's like 102 multiplied by 8 plus 4 will give that number. And then we are asked which is the highest ID, seat ID on boarding pass. So we have to process through all of this and figure out which leads to the highest number based on this formula. So let's start working. Once again, let's first create some sort of a test file, because that allows us to ensure that our coding is right. Let's create a test file first. New file, rename test input. Test input, and let's see what examples we had here. We had this example here to work with, and then we had 3 more examples. These are identical. Okay, this is the same example, and then we have 3 more different examples provided here. and in the real data set we have one empty line in the end, so let's add that one here as well, so that we can test the same code. We can reuse the same code for both inputs when parsing it. Okay, so let's start coding then. As usual, the first task is to just load the data in some meaningful way. Okay, how do we load? Shall we use some NumPy to make it easier? Let's use NumPy. We can do it vanilla as well, but let's use NumPy. It might give us some benefits. And then we have file name. Test input txt, so this is the test data, and then we also have real input, which is production data, and initially we will comment this one out and let's try to read it. NumPy gen from txt f9. Okay, I think we had to say it by default assumes there has to be numbers. NumPy is always about numbers, but we can use it for other stuff as well if we tell it what is the type of the data. Deep type is Can we do that? Yes, we can. So and let's put input data. So we have the data here. Now the next thing that we're going to do is to solve the part 1 of the day. We are seeing the task of the part 1, we don't see the part 2 yet. So we now need to split this thing into 2 strings. One is giving us the row identification and the other is column identification. So how do we do it? Data string. Okay, slice strings in array. How can we do it? Slice vectorized. Okay, this is a bit annoying way to do. This is a bit annoying way to do. They're reshaping it. Can we do it? Slice strings. Can we do it more easily in Pandas? Slice. Okay, seems that Pandas provides us a bit better method, so let's use Pandas instead. I guess it was not. Okay, much better now, much better now. And then we have to slice it. Aha, 1 second. I think we have to. Pandas treats first row as a column head, so we have to skip that one. I don't remember by heart what was it. Pandas treats CSV. I think it was header none. Header none. Header none. Okay, now it's better. And now getting back to the slicing. So the data, it's a table of columns. So we need to take the first column so that we get this series, and then we have to get to this slice method here. Slice method, and it needs start and stop. So we will have 0. So we will have like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stop has to be 7. So that 7 will be counted. I believe it is usually working like this. The first start is inclusive and the stop is non-inclusive. So let's see. I think we got it right. We have 7 letters here. Good. And then if we want to get the column string, column indicator, then we basically do the same thing, but we are slicing starting from 7 to the end. I guess we don't need to put the end marker anymore. Okay, so here we have them, and let's make it so data. Let's add a couple of columns here. That makes computations extremely easy for us. So the first column is row, and the other column is column. Oh, let's see. Let's put it C column. Do not confuse them with other meanings of columns. Seed row and seed column, and then we get this kind. Okay, it is not going that easily. Columns must be same length as keys. Okay. I'm failing currently, making it as a one-liner. Let's not overthink at the moment. Okay, this is what we got. Now we want to transform those into binary. We want to transform those into binary numbers. Can we see? So we need to see if there is a method for replacing stuff. Pandas string replace character. Oh, this is not pandas. I need the pandas method. Next. Let's for a moment test it. Let's test our ideas so that we get it right. So let's see. We have this that should lead us to 70. So we have this. If we make it so back means basically higher. Let's do so. 1 0 0 0 1 1 0. So we have this number and how to convert them. We do decimal. Second has the base of the number of the become. Okay, so if I use int with the second argument of 2, it might work. Int 2. No. Okay, I have to make it a string. Okay, it works. Nice. It is 70. That makes our life really easy now. Okay. We just need to do the replacement now. Replace. Okay, so str replace. Str replace. Slice str replace. So here we have to replace b with 1. And then we have to replace f with zeros. Okay, and then we have to do the same trick here. We have to do the same trick here with the column, where we basically right, left, which is the higher bit and which is the lower bit now. Upper, right is upper and L means lower. So right turns to 1 and L turns to 0. Here 1 L 0. Show me. And also let's test if we get the number right. So we had an example of what RLL must turn into 4. RLL, so 1 0 0. Okay, it is 4. So that's basically done. So we have the data in the right shape, and now it's going to be a one-liner. So we need to multiply this one by 8 and add to 5, and we have the answer. We will have the answer. Okay. So data set row needs to be multiplied by 8, and I will add to that data set. Sorry. Hang on. We need to turn them into integers first. Let's see if that works. Pandas string to int. I think it is some sort of a as type or something. As type. Let's try if it works the same way. So first, so it will convert into an ordinary integer, but we need to do it in the base 2 now. I don't know if that works here. It doesn't work. If we don't figure out how to do it in Pandas in the right way, int binary string to int. Then we can do it in some sort of, okay, they are suggesting lambda here. This is what I had in mind. And the answers here are basically doing the same thing. Okay, we just need to apply this. Int marks. No, it doesn't work like this. Okay, then we will have to do the apply method. Apply the S to, okay. Same here. And now we can do what we wanted to do before. Seat. Multiplied by 8 plus seat call. Was that it? Yes, that was it. So we have those IDs now, and we need to find the highest one. To get the highest one, we just need to ask the maximum of this. Oh, sorry. This one. Erroneous. So we need to ask maximum out of this. And now let's try the real data, which is, we can delete this mess here. And now let's try with the real data. Okay, real data is here, and the answer is here. Just for fun, how much time it takes? 6 milliseconds. 959. Okay, that's the right answer. This is winner. Winner, not winner. Okay. Okay, so part 2. The fast and simple signs have turned on. Time to find your seat. It's a completely full flight, so your seat should be the only missing boarding pass in your list. However, there is a catch. Some of the seats at the very front and back of the plane don't exist on this aircraft, so they'll be missing from your list as well. Your seat wasn't at the very front or back, though the seats with IDs +1 and -1 from yours will be in your list. I'm not sure if I understand what they mean now. We need to be careful here now. So how do we get it right? So your seat should be the only one in the boarding pass in your list. However, there is a catch. Some of the seats at the very front and back of the plane don't exist on this aircraft, though they'll be missing from your list as well. Your seat wasn't at the very front or back, though. The seats with IDs +1 and -1 from yours will be. What do they mean by seat with IDs +1 and -1 from yours will be in your list? I don't understand what's the meaning of this sentence. The seats with IDs +1 and -1 from yours. Okay, now I get it. So if wherever my seat is, then the IDs that have the IDs that have that are in front of me and then back from me are probably this, but I'm not sure what this has to. Should I add this to this ID? Okay. Uh, the formula basically tells me that this multiplication with 8 tells me that okay, now I understand the meaning. The meaning of this formula. The thing is, there are eight seats in the row. That's why they are multiplying them by 8 and adding the seat number in the row. Basically ensures that we have sequential, completely sequential, fully sequential numbers as the IDs, which means that okay, that helps to explain it a bit. What is the meaning of this ID plus 1 and minus 1? So I can be sure that my seat will have a neighboring ID in either direction. So that means that we can actually take this data. Okay. That's pretty cool actually. Pretty cool task actually. Pretty cool puzzle. That means that we can take those. Let's first calculate those IDs and put into another column here. So what was the actual question? What is the ID of your seat? Okay. IDs of the seats are these. Sorry. And now, to make it a bit more visual, let's order them. Pandas series sort by value. Sort values. Sort values. Okay, here we come. So this is how it starts, and let's see just in case. So we want to compare the consecutive. Let's do it this way. We want to compare the consecutive IDs. Oh yeah, again I did the same mistake. So this is the beginning, and this is the tail of the things. Okay, and then what we want to do is that we want to basically compare the difference of those numbers here and see where the gaps are. Okay, so we can also, we don't also need to bother about the first one and the last one, because the task says that I will have the neighbor. So a helpful operator here is shift. So the first one is 878 and the second one is 959. Shift. Okay, it will shift this way. Okay. And we want to do this kind of subtraction. Subtraction. My English isn't the perfect one. And we need to see which of those are greater than 1. I don't get it this way. IDs, where IDs minus shift is greater than 1. Okay. So this is the I guess this is the one. So this is the Pandas series index, and this is the value. If I add this here, then I will. Sorry. Okay. So that's the value. But yeah, okay. Let's try 528. That's not the right answer. Again, I messed up. Actually, yes, that's true. This is the neighbor of my seat. So I calculated I subtracted the ID of the previous existing boarding pass. So that means that actually my seat is that one here, in between those two guys. Return to, okay, let's try again. Okay, I have to wait for 17 seconds. They don't allow us to submit too frequently. This is the spam protection against those who want to just try the answers with robots. I guess we are already waited enough. That's the right answer. Okay, we solved it. So this one was in terms of lines of number of lines, in terms of number of lines of code, it was really an easy task today. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for watching. Maybe I will do some more, and meantime, take care of yourself. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.